Good morning! Oh wait, hold on. Hot. Hey guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. We are doing a very casual chit-chatty video, so I hope you have your tea or coffee or snack or whichever. And we will be talking about New Year's resolutions and how it's been the past couple weeks. It's almost to the 3-week mark of the new year, which is crazy. This year is already flying by. And I wanted to check in with you guys. How are your resolutions going? New year, new you, is it still going strong? Let's talk about my New Year's resolutions and how I'm doing, and let me know how you guys are doing down below. Anyways, I'll leave on the screen the ones that I'm not going to be mentioning today because those are ones that I'm not focusing on this quarter. Also, my hair is a little damp and the neighbor upstairs is just super loud, and so I'm going to try to do any type of noise canceling if I need to. But they've had like crazy bass music going on all day long. It drives me crazy. Anyways. Let's start off with the know by year. It's going really well. I will do a separate video for that, so there'll be the next video that you watch. Just stay tuned for that. So I will do a little update on how my know by is going. I did not put these in any type of order, so if they don't make sense, I'm sorry. But I wanted to read a whole shelf of books this year. I'm currently reading one at the moment, which is Gemini, which is the second book of the Illumini series. It's like a sci-fi book, but it's like mystery and suspense and really intense. That rhymed? I wanted to post 2 times a week, and I have been doing that. I've been doing pretty well. I think one week I posted 3 times. I do want to bring 2 series into my channel. One is kind of just like bringing it back, but tweaking it just a little bit. So that is, I want to bring back empties. I think they're really helpful. I think it still kind of goes with my content about being a minimalist and using things up. And so I do want to have an empties video. I think they're extremely helpful, way more helpful than hauls, because hauls, when you're watching it, you're just like happy for the person, but empties, you know what the person thought of it. So I thought doing empties videos would be extremely helpful. I also want to include some other non-beauty things. So I will include wine because we enjoy wine, and I think shopping for wine can be pretty difficult. So I wanted to do a wine empties and then just like house care empties maybe, and if there's like a food that I really like and it's empty, I can share that with you too. So it's not just going to be solely beauty stuff, it's just going to be like anything that I use up in my home. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. The second series that I need your opinion on, one of my New Year's resolutions is to do 1 new recipe a week, which I have been doing, but I thought it'd be really cool to almost have like a Julia and Julia type of moment, or is it Julie and Julia? I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about, that movie and slash book? But I want to go through a recipe book or a cookbook and do a different recipe each week, and then I'll have 1 video a month where it's those 4 recipes or 5 recipes that I do that month from that same cookbook. Haven't picked a cookbook yet. I first wanted to do Global Kitchen, which is a cooking light cookbook, I believe. So I wanted to test run it and do a couple recipes, and each one I feel like I had to buy like 20 different ingredients, and there are ones that you really can't find very easily around here, or ones that you haven't heard of. I had to go to like 4 different stores to do just 1 recipe, so I don't think I'll use that one, but I do want to have your suggestion of what cookbook you enjoy or would like to, I don't know, see me tackle. I think that would be really fun really fun. I just think it'd be really cool to, I don't know, go through a whole cookbook. I don't think I'll go through every single recipe in a year, but just to start the process would be really fun. Let me know if you have suggestions. I definitely want to do that series. It'll just, yeah, I'm excited. Another resolution I had this year was to only have 2 meat days a week, and I actually heard the term of it. So it's called a flexitarian, which is pretty much a lazy vegetarian. You can still have meat 2 to 3 times a week, usually around like 14 ounces total for the week, just to have the nutrition aspect, and not to totally cut it out completely, because there can be complications with being vegan or being vegetarian depending on your own diet if you completely cut out meat. So I want to So I have been doing really well with that, and I just want to let you know I didn't do this overnight. This has been a gradual thing. I've been slowly cutting up meat every week, and so it's been like a few months that I have slowly been chopping meat or having more meatless days, and so now I usually only have 1 or 2 meat days a week, and it's usually not like a steak. Like I don't really have red meat, and I really don't have like a big chicken breast. It's more like it's incorporated into the food, so I'm having way more vegetables, way more fruit, being really creative with my meals, and it's actually been really healthy. Like I feel so less bloated and weighted down and heavy. Dave has really been enjoying our meatless days as well. Another goal of mine was to eat out less at restaurants, and it's part of my no-buy where I wanted to eat out just like once per month, and we did go out once this month. We went to Prado, which is in Balboa Park, and it was amazing. It was an experience. It's one of those places where you go and you're there for hours. We were there for like 3 hours. We had so much fun. We just chatted and enjoyed some wine because Tuesday you get a free bottle of wine. And so we went there and it was amazing. And so I feel like it was definitely more of an experience versus just going to like Applebee's or Olive Garden just to eat dinner because I'm lazy to cook. So I've actually been cooking all of our meals, which is really just healthier. And so I've already lost 10 pounds. Dave's lost about the same since moving back to San Diego. So happy to be back. Moving on to other goals. Another one is to go to a new place every week, and I have been doing that, and it's kind of combined with meeting new people. So I wanted to meet new people this year as well, and so I joined a meetup group on Meetup, but it's like an app where you can join different groups in your area, and so I joined a photography one, and it was really interesting. We went to the Mission in San Diego, and we learned so much about San Diego history. So if you're in the area and traveling, or if you're just from the area, I would totally recommend going because it was very cool. It's pretty inexpensive. It's like $5 a person just to go in, and you can have a tour, and it was really beautiful. So I absolutely loved it. I think you can actually go for free just to look around, but it's $5 for the tour, if I remember correctly. But we went as a whole group, and I met a lot of people. I was the youngest one there, but they were so friendly and helpful and gave me a bunch of tips, which was great. We also got Balboa Park passes, and so we have gone to a couple of the museums there. We went to the Photographic Arts Museum, we went to the Regular Arts Museum, and then this week I really wanted to go to Old Town, but it's been raining every single day. Old Town is like the historical San Diego, I think so. It's supposed to be really bright and colorful, and I really want to take pictures there. I want to take the trolley in because parking downtown can just be not so fun. So I will probably take the trolley in, because I think it goes right there if I remember correctly. So I want to do that hopefully on a sunny day, but it's been raining every single day here pretty much since we got back, which is crazy. Like they said, the news is always talking about rain because it's such a big thing, because I mean rain here can mean devastation later, so it can cause mudslides or a lot of growth for vegetation, and then if we don't get rain in the summer, it creates a really awful fire season. So it's been a huge deal about it being so rainy, but I also haven't been able to go to Old Town this week, which is my place that I want to go to. Anyways, also for meeting new people, since we're on the topic, I have joined a few different meetups, well, at least the groups, and I've only gone to one actual event. I've signed up for a few others. I know there's like 2 in February that me and Dave are going to together, and then I think there's a couple that was waitlisted. So I was put on the wait list for a couple in the photography group as well. But I've been trying to stretch myself as much as I can, and I've been doing pretty well. Let's talk about more photographic things. So another goal of mine was to finish my photography class. I'm still working on it, so it hasn't happened yet. And also to get a photography job. And actually, I was offered a photography job, but I declined it because the pay versus how many hours, and you would have to work like 6 days a week some weeks, and I couldn't have taken time off during the vacation we already planned. So I was just like, I don't think this is gonna fit. Also, you had to drive like over 100 miles a day, and I just got a new car, so I was just like, that's a lot of miles. So I did decline it, but that's cool that I was accepted for the job. So it made me feel really good though, because I've been working hard on making my portfolio and getting myself out there, and you know, it was a step in the right direction. It just wasn't going to work out. This goal didn't work out. But you know, 1 out of 19, that's not too bad. And actually, it wasn't a complete fail. So one of my goals was to go with no internet for the whole year, and I just felt like there was too many exceptions that I was allowing myself to do, that it really was like a gateway into doing other things. So me and Dave do have a new rule in our home where when he comes home or when we're together, we try to put our phones away and try to put our electronics away and do other things with each other. So we have been going for walks, we've gone to the zoo, we've gone to Balboa Park, we've been having a lot of board game nights. We actually bought 2 new board games, which I know I'm on a no-buy, but we've been loving them. So we've got 2 new board games, and we've been playing like a board game almost every other night. And on Saturday, I think it was this past Saturday or Sunday, it was like super rainy. We just played board games all day long, and we've just been enjoying each other's company. We've just been chatting and we had finally put the office together, which was a chore. And so we've been trying to be just a little bit more present when we're together. And so that was the main purpose of why I wanted to do no internet, was to just be a little bit more present. And I definitely have been. And I feel like I've been recording for a really long time, so I hope you're with me. I just had to change the battery in my camera. Another goal of mine is to have no processed sugar, and we have been doing really well with that. But we were eating way too much in Mississippi, so we pretty much have been doing pretty well. We, instead of having like cookies and sweets and snacks at night, we've been having popcorn or fruit or just, I don't know, water. We actually got a water cooler way back there. I don't know, you can kind of see it. And we've been drinking so much water, which has really helped. So we have been trying to reduce the amount of sugar in our diet. We did have, we split a cheesecake when we went out to dinner, but that was a very like delicious treat. And so I feel like that's how I want to treat sugar, is that it's just like a little indulgence versus like a constant thing in our diet. So that has been helping a lot. So a lot of different diet things that have really been helping us. So if you are wanting to lose weight, my current tips are: 1, reduce the amount of sugar; 2, make your own meals; and 3, reduce the amount of meat and replace it with more fruits and vegetables. Okay, that's how we do it. I'm gonna stick to it too, so. So only 2 more to go. I wanted to start going to the doctors and getting my health on track. I have not made the appointment for the actual doctor. I actually want to switch my primary care physician, so I'm just kind of in the research phase. Also, I wanted to make a dentist appointment, and I was actually going to make it, but then Dave wanted to make sure it was in our network. So he's doing some research on the dentist, I'm doing some research on the regular doctor. However, we did go to the eye doctors. So, you know, I crossed one of them off already this month, which I'm feeling pretty good about. My eyes are still the same. You know, I'm blind. And then finally, we have to keep a plant alive. And I feel like this goal, for some reason, is like at the top. Like, I'm so determined to keep a plant alive for a whole year. So my method is to just keep buying more plants so that maybe one of them will make it. I got a total of 6 plants now in my home, but I have been doing pretty well. So Fern, our Christmas tree, still doing strong. I've named all of my plants, by the way, because I feel like if I name them, because I name a lot of inanimate objects in my home if you are new here, and so if I name them, I'll have more of a connection to them, and then I'll remember to water Fern or Alfred, you know? So I have named all of my plants. I have 6 of them currently, and I've been doing really well. Fern, our Christmas tree. We have Benji, which is that like almost like palm tree type of plant. I don't know why it's called Benji, but it just like looks like crazy hair. We have Willow, who is the spider plant. We have the daffodils, which aren't named because they're just a bulb, and I don't know what to do with them after they're done blooming, because they're almost done with their blooming period, and then I don't know. I really don't have a place to plant them afterwards, so you know. I also have Alfred, which is the aloe back there. And then we have George. George is the big leafy guy, and so yeah, that's the plants right now, and I'm doing pretty well. And I think that's it for all of my New Year's resolutions. I feel like I've been talking for a really long time. I'm sorry, but hopefully you enjoyed this video and enjoy the upcoming content. Again, leave some stuff down below, like do you have a cookbook that you want me to tackle? What do you think of it? Do you like the empties idea? So how are your New Year's resolutions going? Let me know. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.